So I'm here with Johnny Manchild. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Good. First of all, where did the name come from? I'm curious.
Uh, Johnny or Manchild. My mom called me that when I was getting older, like as a kid. That's where that came from, the Johnny Manchild part. Um, Poor Bastards. I remember my first guitarist. Uh, Before we had a band name, the first song we ever put out before I even had it titled, he asked me. He's like, "Is this about that girl, Annie?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." And it sounds made up. But he's like, "You poor bastard." And that was just like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna call it this.
So
So,
that's the story. Okay. I
mhm.
wondered where it came from. I was curious to know. So very interesting.
Yeah,
Little
and there's so
backstory.
many. There's also it just works with the. I always liked, like Lars Fredrickson the Bastards or Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. I always liked. Uh, I don't know the group, the this guy and the. I always thought it was a cool thing, and I was in the jazz program at the time, and I liked the juxtaposition of this like punky rocky thing, but with all the jazz stuff. And we used to wear suits, and it was a vibe for me at the time.
Oh, good experience.
Mhm.
Now, your new song Stacks is out and the new video. Tell us about that. Who collaborated on that and the concept for the video?
Yeah, that this was something I was so excited to do this. My friend Sharon Yingxing Shu is the director, and I had wanted to do a music video with her for a while. Um, it was really all my friends, my friend Emily and Sophia. There were a couple, and Emily was the director of photography, cam op, and Sophia was the makeup artist. This is really just a group of my friends out in LA that came together to help me make this video. And Sharon Yingchen had the idea of. She had two ideas. One of which was like we could do the music video as like a political campaign. There was another idea she had to do like a cult leader type thing. Um, and I was like, well, we should combine them. Like that's the perfect thing ever. Is like why they're not that far off. And so that we she did the treatment for it, and we kind of back and forth it. Um, but no, it was a really fun video, super DIY. It's just the friends that I have out there are so talented that it looks way better than it should, honestly.
I like that, the do it yourself. It makes you get a little more creative, I feel. And the new album Side Effects, I took a listen, love it. It's
Thank you.
amazing. It has all different sounds. I was very surprised by the variety of sounds. Who collaborated on that with you? Any like standout people you've worked with from the past or some new people?
No one really knew this time actually. So my drummer from the beginning, Ethan Neal, and then a friend of mine, Alex Coleman, who's been touring with us for the last couple of years, I decided that we three, like, they were going to kind of co-produce it with me, and I engineered it, I mixed it, and produced it, and I that was actually part of this for this record. I wanted to do it myself, uh, just because I'd gotten close with other records, but I never quite got it the way I wanted. So I was like, I'm gonna do it, and if I'm not good enough, I'm gonna get good enough. And so they were the ones that produced this with me. As far as like helping out with, I have no other way to say it than just vibes. Like they were the ones that could kind of check me and be like, "Is this cool?" And they'd help me find a way. But other than that, no, it's just us three um, working on the record.
What's the message behind the music? What do you feel was a strong point that you wanted to focus on or get out there with this record?
This one's more specific than most. So I mean, the first thing that came out of that started this record off, I suppose, was "Remember Me," which is the last track on the record. But I had a pretty bad, like 2.5 week long manic episode in 2022 going into 2023, which culminated in me being in a psychiatric hospital for about 7 or 8 days.
No way.
And yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. And it's something that's happened before. This time it's just a little more extreme. And because of this, though, I finally got diagnosed with bipolar disorder and like the proper thing, and I got the medication that helped eventually. And while I was in there, though, this I think there was something about I was 28. I thought that it was something I had been past already. Uh, you're sitting in this common area with all these other people that are also at a pretty rough part in their lives, obviously. And that the sound of Remember Me is sort of just what I remember hearing. Just that feeling of like, I really don't want anyone to see me this way. This is not something I ever thought I was going to experience again. And it's just a rough feeling. But after that, like the idea of medicine dance was just about the difficulty of finding the right medications and like how awful it is just being given the wrong things, whether or not it's because some doctors got like a bonus they get if they script this medication enough. And like,
Mhm.
there's so much to it. But, it all kind of started coming together over time is like, this is really, uh, this record is about like coming out the other side. And what do you do now? You've decided that you don't want to die. You've pretty much got your stuff together. You're on the medications that help balance things out, and you're getting better. And now, to me, the subtext of it, I suppose, is that the side effect of surviving is now you have to figure out why and what you're going to do. There's a lot of people my age could probably relate to the idea. I've heard it before that none of us thought we were going to be here this long, and it's difficult to know what we're supposed to do now that we're here. And that, to me, I think is what the record is about.
Well, look at you now doing amazing things.
It has gotten significantly better since then, that's for sure.
Now, you have some shows coming up. Tell us about
Mhm.
that. Where are you headed to? You headed to just the US so far? Across the
US and Canada, yeah.
okay.
We just finished our Texas shows, and we're in New Orleans right now for a show tomorrow night. And then, yeah, we're all the way up the East Coast into Canada, then back down. Small week or two long break, and then we hit the West Coast all the way up to Vancouver and back through the other side of the Midwest, I suppose.
Where are you looking forward to going to the most that you haven't been to yet?
I've been everywhere we're going.
Oh,
um,
okay.
yeah, I've been everywhere
Going
we're
back
going.
to, I guess, yeah.
Vancouver.
I
Oh,
I was about to say I love Vancouver as well. I spent time there many, many years ago, but I loved it. It was so beautiful.
I could live in Vancouver. There's not that many places. There's been a few cities I've been surprised by. Like Charlotte, North Carolina is a city that I was really infatuated with actually, and Vancouver is another one. I really enjoyed it. Um, just it's such a good vibe. And I know every city's got its problems, but man, it's so clean and it's beautiful. Like really cool place. Great
It is.
food too. Oh my God.
The food is great and the music is
Yeah.
great. The live music. I remember going just to some like little corner places and there were great sounding bands like with a lot of talent. It was pretty impressive.
And our first time there ever, there's support. Like there really was. Like people came out to see us, even though we never been there before, and it's a cool thing to see that. I also learned my lesson that this time I'm going to remember about the conversion rate and not sell things for $10 less than they're supposed to be.
Exactly. That's definitely important to remember for
Yeah.
sure. What do you like to do in your leisure time other than doing music? Is there any activities you love doing? I always ask artists this on your off time.
I'll have to find out when I get some, I guess. I like cooking and I read a lot.
Okay.
Uh yeah, like I think right now I'm back to I oscillate between like sci-fi and nonfiction and classics. Right now I'm reading The Sun Also Rises by Hemingway, and I've been a big fan of doing stuff with tofu. I cook a lot, but those are my hobbies. But I really, outside of performing and writing and everything, I'm also a recording engineer. So most of my life really is dictated by music.
That's cool. It's all related. It's still being creative in whatever you do, I feel like. And
Yeah.
what are you listening to right now? What's on your playlist? Some of your faves.
Oh, lately, okay, so I've been stuck on the uh new Mannequin Pussy record for a while. I can't stop listening to that. If you haven't heard it, it's fantastic. Yeah, they're a band. We actually played with them in 2017, and they just took off, and they have just gotten so much better. Um, but they're great. I've been listening to a lot of Hiatus Coyote again, actually. And I've been jumping back into Spoon a lot more lately as well, which I sort of took a break, not intentionally from them, but I've been coming back around and just going through their discography.
Bit of a blast from the past.
I love them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
very, very cool. That's cool. If you could collaborate with anybody, who would you like to pick? I mean, past or present. It can be somebody that's not here anymore, somebody that's new on the scene that you'd love to collab with.
I have to pick one. That's
Maybe five. You can pick five.
I'll okay. Fiona Apple. That's one I
Good
would love to
choice.
collaborate with. Um, Rufus Wainwright. I
Okay.
would also love to do that. Um, let's see. I gotta go with oh God, that's such a tough choice. Let's just say Bowie to throw it out there. Why not?
Another
Who
good
wouldn't want
choice.
to do that?
Uh-huh.
Um, there was a time where I might have said Queens of the Stone Age, but I don't think that's true anymore. um, let's see. If I gotta choose five, we'll go ahead and say Jack White. I think that'd be
Okay.
cool.
I think
I would
they're all
love
good
to.
choices. Fiona
Yeah,
Apple, I mean, what can you say about her? She's phenomenal.
that's my number one. I think that would be really interesting, just to try and see what would happen.
Um, and last question, last but not least, a song that you wish that you wrote or
I
recorded, one of the songs.
don't know why this is so easy to answer, but and it might seem strange to you, but American Dream by LCD Sound System. I remember the first time I heard that song, and lyrically, I was just like, God damn it, I'm so upset that I didn't write this song. Like lyrically, it hits so personally. That's my answer.
And where can people check you out? What's your Instagram handle so we can check your
Yeah,
music?
at Johnny Manchild, for Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, everything. Yeah.
Okay. And if you had like some words to say to other people that have gone through similar to what you went through and some challenging times and pulling yourself out of it and getting to the other side, what would you say to them?
You cannot do it by yourself, and it doesn't have to be your family by blood, but you've got to figure out who your family is and who you can lean on, and you just can't do it by yourself, and trying to will only hurt you and everybody. So that's my main thing. I think you have to accept it's a hard thing to accept help when you don't think you deserve it, but you just have to. So that's what I would say.
And I am really inspired by your story. I love your music. I think you have something very special with the album.
Thank you so much.